Precious, turn off that TV. Hello, morning, morning, morning. Morning, morning. So today we're gonna be looking at GJ today. Firstly, I wanna make everyone know that this for educational purposes only. So if you have any question, just drop on the chat on the YouTube chat. Just say something. Give me your ideas, and if you have anything to say about what we're doing, just type it down below. We'll go over everything. Like I said, it's for educational purposes. So today, does the pre-London. So today, the daily candle is bullish because while I take my trade, I use price action, and right now the daily candle is bullish. My 4-hour candle is also bullish. My hourly candle is bullish. So how I take trades, I use the higher time frame to know the direction of where my trade is going to go. Then I go to the smaller time frame like the 30 minutes and the 15 minutes to take my trades because I'm a scalper. I go for 15 20 pips, 30 pips max. I don't really try to go crazy in the market because you just have to know when you get in and when to get out of the market. So right now, price made the low and price made a high, and right now we made a minor support right now. So we have to go create a resistance. Price broke out of the hourly candle. Price broke out of the resistance, broke out and came down for a retest. So I know we're going to be heading back up because the 4 hours and the daily candle is bullish. So I know on the 30 minutes I'm going to be looking for buys. You have to always have a bias before taking the trade, a buy or sell. You have to look at what the market presents and you know how to go about your trade. So right now I'm looking for buys. So if you can currently see on the hourly, price made the support. That's over here. Price made a support. And on the 30 minutes, you can see price also made a support. And if you look, there was a resistance was formed and also support was formed. But if you look, price we are just ranging. We're just ranging in a particular spot. Let's see how many pips this is. This is this is a 27 pip range. So for me, I don't like trading in the range. I try wait for price to break out, then I take my trade. I use the timing on each chart, like the 30 minutes. I use the 30 minutes and the 15 minutes. I use the I wait for the candle to close. Like I actually use this time. I wait for the candle to close, then I take out my trade. So on a long run, you need to before taking a trade. Trading is it's just all about probability. You need to try get not guess, but you just assume assumption. No one is always right. There are wins and losses on trade, but you just need to know the right direction where your trade is actually going to. If it's a buy or a sell, but before you get into a trade, I always have a direction, a bias. If you're going for buy or if you're going for sell, Price made a support right now. Price made a resistance. So right now, we're going to retest this support. Anytime price makes a support and a resistance, there's high chance price is always going to retest the resistance. That's what it just did over here. If you look, made a resistance, made a support, then it tested the resistance again. So now what? We're going to test the support. So like before I take my trade, I need to see price actually closing below this support. I need to see price closing below this support before I can take my sales. I mark out my targets for each trade, where price is going. I mark out my target before I take in my trade. If it's buy or sell, like if for instance we're going on the downside, my first take profit is here. Let me just draw it. This should be my first take profit. The support, or if possible on top. This was where price made we made a resistance over here, so like this should be my first take profit if I was if the market is actually heading down. But if you look at the higher time frame, the new candle just opened, so we have 53 minutes on the hourly candle. So like we have a lot of time to go. We have like 47 minutes to go. So 30 minutes. We're on a range. We have to actually wait for price to break out of the range before we take trade. We can't take trade in the range because price can come down back to this support and also be heading back up. So before you take trade, you have to actually wait for price to break out. Sometimes it takes hours in the range, but like the market is gonna pay you if you wait. But if you don't wait, you're just gonna pay the market your money. Most people lose money because they don't have patience. You always have to have patience in the market. Patience plays a big role in the forex market and stock market. You need to be able to wait. Or as scalpers, most of us we are scalpers, so like you need to wait. We have 22 minutes on the 30 minutes candle, so we're just waiting for see how this candle closes. We have 22 minutes. I use the 30 and the 15 minutes while I to take in my trade. So just wait. If any of you have like a pair you want us to like check out, we can also check out any pair you're comfy with. If we could go back, if we could look at like previous chart, you can see there was a range over here still, but I waited for price. There was a range here. I waited for price. There was resistance and support here. I waited for price to break out for me to take my trade. That's what same thing that's going on here. So you just need to wait. Every session there's always a move. One thing I need to tell like newcomers, like new forex traders, or like if you're new to the forex market or you're first time trading, you just need to like find one or two pairs. You can't trade everything. You can't trade everything. Like the money is moved on every pair. So like me, I've been trading GJ for like months now. There's always a move. So you just have to wait, anticipate the move, and just see how it goes. If you look, price is actually respecting this support. It hasn't broken the support yet. What I mean break the support, it has to close. Like I need to see it close below this line for me to be convinced like, oh, we've broken the not the week. We need to see price actually close. This is the 15 minute. This is I use the 30 minutes mostly, but 15 minutes to like actually see. Anytime I take my trade on the higher time frame, I use the 15 minutes to like check what's actually happening in between the higher time frame, because it shows you what exactly is happening. The higher time frame shows you like the overview of what direction of price. The lower time frame shows you your trade. So right now, as I can see, we go to the 1 hour. The 1 hour right now is we have for 9 minutes to go, but it's actually bearish. It's actually bearish still, but like if we're going up, if we're going to be pushing up, we have to be seeing like higher highs and higher lows, like what we saw here, higher highs and higher lows. That's what we're supposed to be seeing. But right now we're in the range. But like I'm gonna be like, before I change my bias, I only want to say price. If we're going on a sell or if we're going on a buy, if we're going on a buy, I only expect price to break the high of this week, this top week, and just keep on printing higher highs and higher lows. That's what I expect price to be doing. So right now, price is actually like it's trying to flip because we've been bullish all the way from Asian. We've been bullish all the way from Asian, and the higher time frame, the 4 hours and the daily candle is bullish. It's bullish. Daily candle. Bullish. Hourly candle. We still have 48 minutes. Like I said, we just have to wait. I traded pre-London before the London Open because there's usually like volatility when the London session opens. So like I come into the market like an hour before, try plot out my trade and find the direction I'm going to, then try take my trade. Before I take in trades, still I try to know my risk, what I'm going to be risking in this market and what's going to be my reward. I try to find my stop loss. I need to have like a good stop loss before I take trades. If I'm going up or down, I try to like find my risk before I take in trade. My risk gotta make sense so I don't lose money. I need to get a lower risk to like get in the market. The 30 minutes, we still have like 17 minutes to go. We're still in the range, so we just wait. Price from the support, from the resistance. This was the Asian high. This was the resistance. Now it formed the support. There's always a high chance anytime price forms a high and forms the support again. There's a high chance price has to go retest the resistance, which it did already. So right now we're just in the range. You just have to wait and see what price just gives to us before taking trade. If we're going to be pushing down, if we're going to be on sales, if we're going to be pushing down, I expect the next candle that's going to open to break the low of this candle. The next candle to break the low of this candle. So that's going to be my entry. Like if I expect, that's going to be my entry. I expect price to like, if we're going to push down, I expect the next candle to break the low for us to head down. Because if we're heading down, we're just going to be creating lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs. Lay just sent a message, check gold. Let's check gold. Gold. So firstly, this gold. So what you have to do first, you need to like go to your higher time frame and see what's actually happening. So right now we're pushing down because like price, there was this resistance level that was here before, and the daily candle, right? Go to the daily and see what price is actually doing. Give me a second. Let me remove all this drawing. So price is resisting this place. Price came up there, it's resisting this place. Then we are heading down. Like if you see, we're actually trying to push down. This actually a resistance formed over here. So kind of I'm having like a sell bias in my head. So I scan through. I go to the 4 hours. I see what the 4 hours has done. If you see the 4 hours actually formed resistance over here. So like I told you, look, if you look, there was support formed and there was resistance formed. Like I told you guys, if support is formed and resistance is formed, there's always a high chance price has to go retest the support it formed already. But to get into our trade, we have to keep scanning down. So like 4 hours is still bearish. Then we go to like the hourly candle and see what it's doing. The hourly candle, it formed resistance over here and it's still bearish. So we'll probably be heading down. It's still bearish. So we still have 44 minutes to go. 44 minutes. So that's still a lot of time. So we'll go to the 30 minutes. This is where we try to get in our trade now. So as you go through each time frame, you want to adjust your chart to make it clearer, because every time frame with the different resistance and support, you just need to keep adjusting what's actually going on. If you look, this part was a major support and resistance level on the gold market. If you actually look to the left and to the right, price came here, went down, price came, tried coming down, went up. Like this, a major support, a strong level on the gold market. That's 1724089. So for me, if I want to take a trade on the gold market, I'm gonna wait for like the gold for price to close below this place. This was a resistance. I need to like see price closing below for me to be convinced. Like if you see price came all the way down and wicked all the way back inside, it hasn't closed yet. So like you can't just rush and take trades. Most people, when this support was broken, they just jump into the trade and just what just happened, like price just wicked all the way back. So you have to wait for the candle to close. 121 and down, or 1721. 1721. Yeah, if price breaks below this place, well, like if the price breaks below this place, 172. If price actually, what I'm trying to say, if price closes below this place, this is my target, because I need to get a target before I get into the market. This should be my target. This place. If you look, this is still a support and resistance level. Because anytime price gets to support and resistance, like it reacts. All these places, like price tried going up, it rejected this place. Price tried coming down, it rejected. So like this is a heavy level in the market which you need to pay attention to. Most people want to take their take profit to this level, but like you guys need to actually see what's to the left, what's the market actually offering you. Like if price breaks this place, then I'm convinced price is gonna fall all the way down, because there's a nice clean candle. I hate seeing wick. Like left for me, I wouldn't even trade on this level. I wouldn't trade on this level. This is a very dirty spot for gold because of the wick. Price can come here and just wick all the way back. I want to see price actually closer below, or pass, even if possible, close below this particular level. Leah, I hope that answers your question. Let's go back to GJ. If I was gonna take gold trade, you advise to like take a trade below the support that was here. Like if price closes, like we have 10 minutes, so you just have to just chill out and just wait for price to close below. Price made a resistance, it made a minor resistance here again. So like then we push down. So like I'm convinced price is gonna push down, but like you just have to wait for candle close. Don't just rush and jump into the market and just lose money. Like I said, GJ, we have 9 minutes. You see how GJ is just ranging? GJ is just playing. There's one thing about GJ. I've seen GJ do this a lot. Like, look at what happened. What's happening here? It's just ranging. If you look what's happening here, price is just ranging. You just have to be patient to like see the breakout candle, then take your trade. It has happened a lot of times. Like ranges always happen on GJ. If you look at what happened here. Look at what happened here. Just you need to just wait. It's gonna pay if you wait than just rush in the market and lose money. So we're just waiting. If you have other pairs you want us to check, we can check other pairs. So for now, we just on the gold. Like I said, we have 9 minutes to go. I want to see price actually closing below this place for us to continue all the way down to retest this resistance and support this major level again. Then if we break down here, we can head all the way down. But we need to see price actually closing below here to go all the way down. If that makes sense, like. Remember what I said about GJ? The range is risky. You saw this candle moving all the way down, and look how it just wicked all the way up. If we break this place, because I'm going to be looking for buys above this current resistance. I'm going to be looking for buys, and this is going to be my target. My target is the next level of support and resistance, which you can see I marked out already over here. Look at it. Price came here rejected. Price came here rejected. Like that's the next level. I'm gonna be like, that's my take profit. I need to like mark out my target, find a reasonable stop loss, my risk, then take the trade down there. So we just have to wait. What's the daily showing us? The hourly, because I use hourly 30 minutes and 15 minutes. The hourly is flipping bullish now. We have 37 minutes. I'm not convinced for buy yet till price actually breaks out from this range. This is a range. You don't want to be trading the range. That's really risky. You need to wait. We have 37 minutes on the hourly. So like the last 15 minutes, we're actually going to see where price is actually going to go in the hourly, the last 15 minutes of the hourly close. Just wait. Price has been going all the way up. So today, GJ. So most times when you come to you come to the charts, you need to like go to Forex Factory to see what's happening. Like if there's any major news, I already checked. We don't really we already had the news coming already. Oh, sorry. Wait a sec. Let me just update this. The news for GPP already came in. Already it's past 11. So I'm expecting the move, but like I know that's why it's ranging, because anytime price ranges, just you should be expecting a big push. So just wait. I'm only convinced for buys above this level of resistance. You see, like told you, price came back here. Now it's going all the way up. You see, that's the aspect of range. You just need to wait so you don't get finessed. GG is like that. daily. Daily is bullish. If I was gonna swing trade this, like this, another major level I know price is gonna get to on the daily candle. If you look to the left, this is support, this area. Price came in, there was a reaction, heavy reaction at this level, this place. For me, I'm not after that. I'm just after what the market provides for me. I just get in. I need to get in. When I take my trade, I just leave. One or two trades a day, and that's it. You can't trade. You can't be on the chart every time. No over trading. Once you over trade, you tend to lose money. Just get what you want. Have a daily goal, and you're out of the market. Like I said, just wait. If price breaks this place, there's a 39 pips move, 40 pips move. Can easily catch it. If price breaks this range, so just wait. The 30 minutes is closing in 3 minutes. Now it's forming the support right now. Anytime a support is formed, it has to go form a resistance at the top. So you just wait. Let's look at the gold chart. What's gold doing? See, it's just playing. This level is a strong level. You need to wait. Most people just gonna like before when I just started. There's something I was just jumping right in, and I was jumping right in here like this, and see what price did. Price just wicked all the way up. So like you just need to wait for candles to close. Never rush the market. Like if you rush the market, you can't tell the market what to do. He has to do his thing. So you just wait for what price shows you and just go from there. It's gonna set up, then you take your trade. So me, I'm anticipating my trade ahead of the London Open. So right now already flipped. We're closing in like a minute to 30 minutes. Let's look at the hourly. The hourly is flipping bullish. So me, I'm anticipating buys all the way back up. Because if price was to go up, we're just gonna be making a higher highs and a higher highs. So I'm thinking this candle, this quick all the way down was just liquidity to just grab liquidity to just push up, which it did. Because before the market opens, you see stuff like this. If we're actually heading down, you're supposed to be seeing lower lows and lower highs and to keep going down. But right now, there's just a liquidity weak. If you see, I think we're going to be pushing up. So you mark out your target and stuff, and just get ready for like to anticipate your trade. Any trade I take, I'm just gonna put a text up front so you know I took a trade. So just wait. be right back. Hello, hello, hello. Just went for quick coffee. So right now, the the London Open is gonna be in 30 minutes, 29 minutes actually. So that's the hourly in 30 minutes. If you could see this, 28 minutes. Price still doing its thing. So just don't get finesse, don't rush. Just wait. Let's look at gold. If you have any chart or if you have any pair you want us to take a look and let me give you ideas on how to take the trade, just tell me what pair. Then I'll just pop it up on my screen. Then we'll take a good look at it. You see price broke. So anyone going for sales, this should be your trade. Your trade is if let's go to 15 minutes. Price broke, it closed below. Then it has to go retest to push all the way back down. I like this actually. Who wants to take a gold trade can just this should be your trade, but like you need to find your risk. If I was gonna take this trade, this was gonna be my entry. But look at my stop loss. Like my stop loss is gonna be below the previous candle. Then look at my reward. Like this is not making sense to me. This like a one-to-one. Like you could do it, but like that's not something I would do. This should be my entry. Like when price breaks this place, this current candle, price breaks it, that's your trade. Because once price breaks a support or resistance, it has to go do a retest to push back down. So this is a one-to-one trade. That's not something I'll take, but anybody who's willing to take a gold trade, this should be your entry. When price breaks this wick, your entry, stop loss below previous candle, that's this candle, then always know where you identify your risk. That's what I said. So that's why I use the 15-minute time frame. I try to find a lower risk. Like if you could see, this is a good risk. Who's taking this trade can take this trade all the way back in here. But this is still, it's not a one-to-one to me. Let's check. One hour. The 1 hour hasn't closed, but like the 30 minutes already closed inside the range, outside the range. So wait for a retest. So your next, well, let's see actually your next 15 minutes candle. The next 15 minutes candle should break. Once it breaks this current candle, you should be heading all the way down. Because price broke, you have to go do a retest and come all the way down. This should be my entry. Actually, let me adjust this for who taking this trade. This is a free trade. My stop loss above below current candle. This is my trade. Pushing all the way down. Who took this trade or who's taking this trade? This is a nice trade. How many pips? 34. GJ. JJ is playing with us in a range, in a deadly range. Anytime price is like this, just know there's gonna be a solid push to the upside or to the downside. You just need to anticipate to what side it is, then execute. Like I said, I'm looking for buys above this resistance. Then I'm looking for sells below this place, this support. If you see this is the support that was formed. Like if you look to the right, this is just a wick. You need to see like the candle actually closing below and closing below, then take a trade. So right now we're just in a range. You just leave it and just let it do its thing. On the other hand, gold broke. I know gold is doing its retest. So me, I'm anticipating the next 15 minutes candle or this candle should push all the way back down to the London Open. There's a dirty range though. Price gonna react, but I know it's gonna come down because you already broke it, kind of. Well, like we just wait for price to do its thing, but it's gonna push way down. So if you're taking this trade, this should be your entry. This should be your target. In fact, this should be your target. You need to know what works for you. How many pips you need. You just get in and just leave. Get in, get out. CGJ, so I think we're pushing to the downside, like we're on the way for price to close. Oh my, oh, we're pushing. What was in the GJ sales? That was like I told you, if we waited, like you see this push. Sometimes GJ is like this. Sometimes it's aggressive while moving. Sometimes it just does its thing. You just need to anticipate the move and just go with it. Like price broke the last candle. I broke the low of the last support. So like, oh, we hit it. I told you this was my target. I know once price get here, price gonna react. And we're pushing. This was gonna be my trade, but I missed it. So I'm gonna like find like another entry and go with it. That was a good trade. Hourly close in 21 minutes and it's a heavy bearish. It formed resistance at the top, pushing down. So like these are what you anticipate. You need to look at what is happening and just this was a range and price just broke out from the range aggressively and just pushed all the way down. Like I said, this was my target initially. When I missed this trade, this was my target because of this resistance that was here. I know price was going to react in this place. Then it's going to push the way down, but like I know this was my target for TP1, this place. Then let's see what price does. And gold, like I said, who took the gold trade? Gold is going to be pushing down shortly as analyzed. So you just wait. It's closing in 5 minutes. That was the 15 minute. Then GJ, what's GJ doing? GJ is pushing all the way down. Anyone clear what I'm saying? It's almost ready for short. Tags. Do you trade price action? Yes, I trade price action. Strictly price action. Yeah, it's ready for sure. If you like, that was the trade. This was the trade. If I hadn't missed this trade, this was my trade and this was my target. Like if you guys see this target I drew, price is really reacting to that price. You see, most people right now want to just see this candle just pushing all the way down. Everybody's just gonna short. Then you just lose money. Then you see price just retracing because you need to see those key levels in the market. What price is actually doing. Like you see in 4 minutes, we're about closing. You'll be surprised GJ is going to go back and close back in the range. GJ is like that. It's like I've seen that happen a lot of times. Yeah, that X69. Yeah, I trade just price action. I don't. I'm not a big fan of indicators. I trade strictly price action. Strictly price action. That's one thing about GJ. I've seen this move happen like a lot of times. Like price can just go all the way down and just go back all the way back in the range. But still, we're closing in 3 minutes. This is the 15 minutes, and the 30 minutes closes in 18 minutes. So, like first 15 minutes, I don't usually look at that. I look at the second 15 minutes. That's because of the 30 minutes. That's what I look at. The second 15 minutes, that's the next 30 minutes, because the next 30 minutes has like a good confluence about you taking your trade than just the first 15 minutes. This first 15 minutes the second 15 minutes that's going to happen right now in the 30 minutes, that's second 15, it can just pull all the way back. So if you look, this candle, it still has 17 minutes. It can just push all the way back. But like where price dropped, this was my target. And like I said, price reacted to that level. You just need to wait for like the candles to close, because I use candles. I actually like use candles, wait for candles to close and see what price actually doing. Let's look at gold. Gold is, we still have 17 minutes. Price broke, price doing his retest. Sometimes price breaks, so anytime price breaks a major support or resistance level, it comes from support, go back, form a mini resistance to push all the way back down. Like I said, this was my trade. Like the next candle, this is gonna be my entry. Like the next candle that breaks this candle, that's gonna be my entry. So 4 hours hourly. Hourly, we have 16 minutes, but we're still bearish. So me, if I'm anticipating another sales, like if price gonna go down, there's a big stop loss. Like if I'm gonna take a trade, this is how I take my trade. Like let's say I'm going for short. This is gonna be my entry when price breaks this current candle. But like look at my stop loss, because once I'm thinking wanting price to go down, I don't expect price to break the high it already created. I just need it to create lower lows and lower highs and keep going. I don't expect price, so that's gonna be my stop loss. So once I see price breaking this, or let's say I go to the 15 minutes, let's say we're bearish movement, I see price breaking this next candle, like going all the way up, or price the next candle opens and it breaks this candle, then you just need to just leave the trade, because your bias has changed. Bias has changed. You just need to find what's next. So just wait for the candles to play out, then you take your trade. Because some people just, it's going back up, and most people just keep on moving their stop loss. Keep moving their stop loss. Keep moving their stop loss. It's better for you to like cut your losses early. Cut your losses early and like find a good trade, and re-enter the trade again. Like it's better to keep losses short than align trade to go hit your own stop loss. Because once I see price already breaking this present candle, like hell no, I'm out of the trade. see gold. See gold. Hourly has 14 minutes. Flip bullish. That's one. What gold has really been messed up, but you just allow price to just do its thing. Let me see. The hourly candle. Let's see 30 minutes. Liquidity grab. I'm not a big fan of gold, but GJ and other pairs like like if I was in this trade, let's say I was in the gold trade, this gold trade, when I see price in the 15 minutes, because when I take my trade, when I see in the 15 minutes, price actually broke this candle. This current candle broke this candle. I was gonna be out of the trade and find a way to re-enter. Because most times when price breaks a support or a resistance, it goes from a mini resistance to push on down, or sometimes it just goes down aggressively. You need to anticipate your trade then before you take the trade. My trade was gonna be the next candle below the one breaking this, but like clearly it didn't happen. So it formed the support clearly. They were pushing up to like retest the next resistance. So if that doesn't happen like this, it did not look like this was my trade. If price actually breaks the low of this candle, it did not happen. Then yeah, that's why you wait for candles to close and see what it's actually gonna do. Let's check GJ. Like I said, this stop loss is way too big. Like left for me, I will not take it. But let's see what happened. The London Open is gonna be in 13 minutes. Then this is gonna be my next level. If we're pushing down, if price closes below this place, we're gonna push down all the way down. Like I said, anytime price breaks a support or if breaks from the range, there's high chance it goes retest, then come all the way back down. So you did before I take sells or before I take buys, I need to I can't be taking buys right now when the old candle that closed was bearish. I need to see signs before I take sales. I can't just jump in and just take buys like that. I need like the last candle that closed, like the last 30 minutes, it closes with what? Actually, this is a doji. So sometimes, mostly what we do when we see a doji candle, because price this was bearish. When we see a doji candle like this, what it means like price opened and closed in the same area. Now look at what happened in the next candle. Sometimes, like what I do, I ignore this doji. I look at what's here and what's here. That's what I do most of the time. I ignore this doji because what price just did, there was no decision right here. Like this was just open and close in the same area. So like nothing actually happened. Like the whole 30 minutes, this candle did nothing. So you just got to scrap that and you have to be working with this and this. So I expect price to go bearish. Like if we look the hourly, we close in 9 minutes. We're still bearish though. We're closing in 9 minutes. We're still bearish. We already created a resistance here. Now, what price has to go do now? Price has to go from a support. So like now I'm convinced on like still sales in the market. If you want to take another trade, like an aggressive trade again, oh, it already broke. You want to take your trade when we're closing in 9 minutes, but I expect the next candle or this candle should once it break this low. This is going to be my entry at a tight stop loss because I don't expect price to go up because like on the 30 minutes to bearish, so you come to the 15 minutes and to come feel back this week. You always need to try to find a lower risk. So you lose like if price going the wrong direction, like you find a lower risk and just boom, take your trade and get in and get out of zap. You get me? Hello, everyone understanding? You have any question? Just write it on the screen. I'm gonna say it. This was an aggressive trade. This is gonna like I'm on this trade right now. This should be my stop loss because the 30 minutes is bearish. We're closing in 9 minutes. Why I took this trade? We already formed resistance at the top. In 8 minutes, we're bearish. And the hourly candle, there's a bigger time frame telling me what's happening. So I go to the smaller time frame to go click and find my trade. So what do I do? 30 minutes is still bearish. We're closing in 7 minutes. Then the next 15 minutes, this one, or if possibly the next one, this should be your stop. This candle hasn't closed, but this is an aggressive trade. This is just an aggressive trade to push all the way back down. But we still have 7 minutes. So you just wait. This is an aggressive trade, like I said. Anticipating price to go down because the hourly is still bearish. But look at this heavy rejection on this side. But like we still have 6 minutes. That's an aggressive trade. It's aggressive. Now we're forming like a support here, which I don't really like. Five minutes. In 5 minutes, what are in 5 minutes? The 15 minutes about to close. That's the last 15 minutes of the 30. If you could see the last 50, the last 15 of the 30 is good. Forming support that it has to go from resistance, then push the way back down. This was an aggressive trade, like I said. An aggressive trade. This really happens on Forex pairs like this price action, like gold and US 30. Like they have a different pattern they work with, so like you just need to really be like cautious so you don't really like lose money in the stock market. And when you're trading gold, it can be really creepy, like crappy sometimes. So like me, when I take trades, this should like aggressive. How many pips is this? This is 19 pips. Once I get this, I'm good. Price market is, the 30 minutes is closing in 4 minutes, but we'll see like bearish. Still bearish. I expect price to go back and fill back this week. So I'll look at my 50 minutes. This is where I anticipate my trade now. Once I see my trade is going not going my direction. If once price the next candle breaks this high, then I don't expect us to keep pushing down. I just cut my losses short and yeah. But most of the time, like the 30 minutes, the higher time frame is already showing me what's happening. We're heavily bearish on the hourly. Like I said, go to your hourly, see what's happening. We're bearish. 30 minutes, you go scalp your trade and get in and get out. Like I said, we see bearish on this. I took an aggressive entry, which was here like when the low of the previous one, because I saw price was bearish and we have like 3 minutes. Most of the time I wait for price to close, but like this, I've seen this happen over and over again, over and over again. So I know we're heavily bearish. We're closing 3 minutes now. So like I expect the 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 London Open should just push this right down. Sometimes you just need to be. We see these things, but we're not just confident to take this trade. You just need to like be confident and just take this. You need to be aggressive when taking this trade. If you know what I'm saying, you need to leave emotions. Like if you're always scared before taking trade, you won't make anything in the forex market. You need to like know what you are doing. Be careful. Plan out your ideas, targets, entries, and stuff. Then yeah, boom, take your trade. We're closing in 2 minutes. Then let's see what's gonna happen. We're still bearish, but this move down, we're flipping up. Let's see what's gonna happen. Cause this level, the 30 minutes, we just wait for price to do its thing. If you have any pair you want us to go or look at, go about or look at, just like send it, then we'll just take a look at it. The market is closed. The 30 minutes is closing bearish in a minute, but like my 15 minutes, I need to see once everything is going the same direction, like that's yeah. There's high probability like everything is gonna go same way. Hourly is bearish, 4 hours is bearish. Let me take this out. Bearish, 4 hours is bearish. 30 minutes is what? 30 minutes is bearish. We're closing in 52 seconds. 15 minutes is bearish. So we're heading back down. Like once you see like all the time frame are like doing same thing, this will like in a minute we're gonna be having London Open. So like let's see what's happening in London Open. Including 35 seconds. But we're still bearish. The bigger time frame is showing in 18 seconds we're closing bearish. So like if we're pushing down, I don't expect the next candle to break. Let's let this candle close. It closes in 10 seconds, in 8 seconds. So let's see what's happening. GJ really plays, so you just need to be careful. What's the average risk reward on each trade? So basically my risk to reward, I like one, I'm aggressive. One, I know like this the trade is actually going my way. like I try to find those confluences and like, oh, this trade is going my way. If I say a one to one, I take one to one. But like for new traders, like if you don't, like for new traders, they just, you can't be doing one to one when you don't actually, like, you're not sure of what the trade is actually presenting. You can't be going for one to one. I do one to one. I do one to three. I do one to four. It depends. It presents so many things for me. So like this is the London Open. So let's see what's gonna happen. It closes. This closes bearish. Like I said, what I say about the doji, I always try to ignore this. If you guys remember what I said, what trade was that? What, I think it was in 30 minutes. I try to ignore this pushing down. So like, let's just see what plays out. So I'm trying to ignore this, but this is the 15 minutes. But let's see. Once price breaks this low, I'm really certain we're pushing down. Because one price is going down, we're just going to be forming lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs. If you guys know what I'm talking about. So you see, we just broke it. So like I said, we're pushing down. So like, whoever took this trade, this was a nice trade. You just need to wait for. I entered my trade. I tried to mark out my ideas of the pre-London. They are New York. I just see my trade and I go with it. So there's high chance price is coming back to retest this week he just gave. So I need to find my ideas and like, I'm after 20-15 pips, then I'm out of the trade. I don't go for 100 pips. I need to, once I know my trade is sure, I just go for it, and yeah, that is it. I'm very certain price is going to fill this week back, because the hourly, like I said, already created resistance over here. So once price creates resistance, it has to form support. Like say price forms resistance, it forms support. It forms another resistance, it forms support here. Now it forms resistance here. Now on the hourly, now it has to go form support. So now I think we're gonna push, we're gonna head down. For you mainly trade support and resistance. Do you trade? I don't use Fibonacci, I don't use trend lines, I'm mainly price action. Like everyone with their own strategy, but like I don't like Fibonacci, that stuff doesn't, like, it works for people, but like I don't use any of those stuff. I just trade strictly price action. I wait for candles to close. Like we said, it's better for us to wait for candles to close than see with the movement. I don't use Fibonacci, I don't use trend lines, I don't use any form of indicators. I use strictly price action, like you guys have been saying. I took a very aggressive trade here because I knew price was heading down. If you guys saw when I put this trade here, and this was my stop loss, because I don't expect this candle to break if we're pushing down, I don't expect this candle to break the high of this candle. We just need to be forming lower lows and lower highs and just keep going down. So like the more I'm going, the more I'm reducing my risk. Once this candle closes in 11 minutes, I'm going to, like, when it closes, I'm just going to reduce my risk and put it on the present candle. You get me? The present 15 minutes candle. If you have any question, just put it out there and we'll talk about it and how to make trading easier and better for you guys. For new traders, I know there's some experts, but like every day you learn. There's nobody that's perfect, right? So there's this stuff I have that is called magic keys. I don't know how will I put it to be able to show you guys. So like right now, when price got back to this place from here, my entry, when price got back to this place, I already secured 80% of my profit. There's this key they call magic keys. Let me open it on Instagram so you guys see it. Like, it's a very good tool I use in trading. How will I know the candle will continue going down? Because this 30 minutes made a week. If you look at the week, like it was at support. If you look at this week, it was at support. So price go to support and resistance, resistance support, support to resistance, stuff like that. You get me? But when price got to this area, I already secured 80% of my profit with my magic keys. There's this calc I use in trading that I use in like securing profit. When price got to this, because definitely when price get here, like price got here before it reacted, but when price got here, I already secured 80% of my profit. But like we'll heavily support, we just created resistance over here. So I know we're gonna push at least to fill this 30 minutes wick that I formed here. So that's the 15 minutes. I already secured from here to here this place. 8 pips. I don't know if you guys have heard of magic keys. That's an efficient tools for trading, securing profit and managing your risk. That's what I use. Let me show you guys. Let me just, there's on Facebook. I'll try to put it out. Oh, so like this, look at this is how it is. Like what am I trading? Like when I say like once price breaks, let's say for instance, we're now heading up and this current candle breaks the high of this candle, and I'm using my magic key, or is it? I close half of my position. I close full because I know the position is not valid. The advantage of this magic key, you can like take partial profit. Like I said, I closed 80% of my profit. I just click it's like a calculator. Just click partial take profit. It secures 80% for you. Then you can. I don't use my phone to manually place my trade. I just use this calculator. Open calc, put my trade stop by stop loss and stuff. Set where my stop loss and where my take profit is gonna be. Double order, impute my risk. Close custom my stop loss to entry. I don't have to manually be uh, imputing it on my phone. I just click this button, stop loss to entry. This goes good, automatic break even. I don't need to do other stuff with my manually. I just use the magic key. This is a very good feature for trading. Like this good, has helped me a lot reducing my risk and like securing profit. Like with your phone, if you're using your phone and stuff, you can't secure partial profit. So or you can't close half. It just goes. Get me? So like this, where is it? When price got here, I secured. Like right now I'm out of the trade because when price got down here, I secured 80%, then put my risk at break even. So right now it's already stopped me out at break even. So like I'm good. I already secured 8 pips, but like this is just the first 15 minutes. I'm actually looking with the second 15 minutes. This is the first 15 minutes. So like price does its thing. Price broke out. There's high chances price is gonna do a retest to push back down. So but you anticipate trade. There's nobody that is right, or there's no trade that I would say that is 100% right. You just need to anticipate. Trading is like probability. You just need to know what's going to happen, and like okay, you need to try and remove FOMO when you're trading. If not, you won't you'll be afraid to take trade. I used to be like that till I had to like stop having FOMO for trading. You get me? Once I see the opportunity is set for me, like be it that 15 minutes before, I wouldn't take this aggressive trade because I was too sure, like, oh, the high chance, price closed bearish, the high chance is coming back down. This is just the first 15 minutes. Price can still come down. Like, this is just the first 15 minutes. Like I said, I use both the next 15 minutes. So let's see what happens. But I feel this move that happened, this down movement, I think it's because of the news. On a number day, I expect GG to be bullish. But you need to find what works for you, take your trade and just get in and just leave. Like me, I got my daily bread already. I'm good. I take 1 or 2 trade a day. I 10 from 10 to 30 pips. What it gives me, I just I'm good with it. I'm a scalper, so I just go hard and get in and just leave. Cause if you don't do that, you start overcharting and just we're still bearish though. We're still bearish. The hourly, let's see what the hourly is doing. We're still bearish. Okay, we'll flip. This is a new hourly candle, so we're flipping bullish. So right now I can see that maybe what you because when you're in a trade, you need to like look at your left and look what where price actually is. So right now there was a support here. There was support here. There's support formed here. So like this candle closed and it did not close below this support. It closed like on the same level. It didn't close. So this one, see the next candle, the next hourly candle did not break the low of this candle. It just formed a new high. So possibly we've created resistance, we're creating support. So there are high chances it has to go retest this support. But you need to like see that on the lower time frame to see what it's actually doing. We'll close it in 3 minutes. Who wants to take an aggressive trade? If we're actually heading up, like now we're creating a minus support here. If we're actually heading up, you need to see the next candle break this current candle to keep pushing up. Like you can see, look at your left. Look at this level. This is it formed resistance, and look came here, it formed support. So we might be heading up. And if you look at 30 minutes, this 30 minutes did not break the low of this 30 minutes. So there are high chances we might be heading up, but we need to see in the 15 minutes. The first 15 minutes is done almost in 2 minutes. So the next candle that opens, that can be your trade. We could take that too. So let's just put it. So any trade I take, I'm just gonna make a note at the top and just GJ buys, GJ buys, J buys plus 8 pips. Any trade I take, I'm just gonna put it there. Plus 8 pips. My runner hits my stop loss. I close 80%, then I let the runner run. That's one thing about these magic keys. Once you close partial, you can just let the runner run. I close 80%, then let the runner run. So, but the runner was stopped out, so all good. I secured profit for myself. That's one thing about it. So right now, let's say we're forming support right now because this did not break this. This did not break this. So might be forming support. So you want to see on the next 15 minutes what actually plays out. You want to see the next 15. If we're going up, break the high of this candle. If it breaks the high, then we'll put this will be your entry. But like till then, we have to wait. We have 1 minute to go. So you need to be anticipating trade. Anticipate. Don't rush. Anticipate trade. And you need to be ready to take those trades. If not, you're just gonna let it run and you're just gonna miss your trade. You get me? So we're closing in 48 minutes. We're closing bearish. So for now, no. If I would have taken a buy, I would have seen this closing bullish. It should close with a green candle like this, bullish. So I expect the next candle to like break it down. But right now we're still bearish. Like most people see bearish candle happening and they just go for buy. That's not. You need to actually see the candle forming bullish for me to take buys. I can't see bearish and I'm going for a buy when I'm seeing a bearish candle. No, that's how most people lose money. You need to like get those confirmations right. At least get it right. See that 15 minutes. The next 15 minutes is on now. Like I said, that was the first 15 minutes is always a fake out. Remember when I said that? That one can fake, it can finesse you guys. So I don't always play with the first, I play with the second 15 minutes. The second 15 minutes, that's what I use in the 30 minutes. The second 15 minutes, you see? We're on the second 15 minutes and see how we are pushing. If it breaks this low, then we'll see. This was my original target. Then yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to break the low. Because once price form, see, we're going back to the low. Once price breaks this, what is it going to look for? It's going to look for the next support of next resistance. That's how price action works. Once it breaks major resistance or support, what is it going to look for? It's going to look for the next support or next resistance. As it's coming way down, it's looking at its left. Okay, what am I looking for at the left? This is a very clean candle. Let me show you guys. This is a very clean candle to the left. Look at this candle. This is clean. There's no wick. I love candles like this. This is clean candle. It's just gonna make price just rally all the way down because it's clean. There's no no noise, like no wick, nothing. It's just clean. So like I expect price to get back all the way down as analyzed. Who took this trade? Anyone who took this trade, this should be a good trade for you. It's gonna retest this place. There's high chance it's going to be. I know it's going to fill up this week. Then after now, what's his next target? Like if you look at this place, there's noise here. There's like I hate seeing wick, but like once we break past here, we're heading back to support. This was the major support formed on the Asian. Then price made a high. Then now there are high chances price has to go retest the support. If you play with, because I trade support and resistance, that's what I do. So if I left my whole run, if it didn't hit my stop loss, because this would have been cool 18 pips, that's something. You don't have to go for 100 or 50 pips. Just go for what you see and just get it. This was a fake out. This because I quickly take my trade to break even because I'm aggressive in my trade. So like once I see I'm already 10, 8, 20 pips, I just secure 80 pips, let the runner run. That's what I do. See? One sells. This was well analyzed because price already formed. Because I used the 1 hour to take this trade. The hourly was bearish, heavy bearish, and I expect the next candle to rally all the way down to this part, possibly here, because this was the next rejection. This was the next reaction in the market. You could see weak. So possibly market can come here and react then. These are levels I mark out before I take trade. I mark out levels. I mark out areas. Okay, I'm going to take this trade. This is how I mark out my areas in the market. So yeah, 8 pips. If you guys have any pair you actually, or you have any trade on right now and you want us to like take a look at the trade or how to make the trade better, just put it out. We can take a look at it. This is my trade. My trade is done and I'm good. I usually go for 10 pips to 30 pips max. I don't go for 100. I'm a scalper. Most of us are scalpers. We just get in and get out. So like, why don't you just find what suits you and just get in and just take your trade and you're out. I wait for candles to close. Like I said, I'm strictly price action. Price action. Price action. Price action. Because if I told you guys, if we're to go down, we're just going to be saying lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs. If we're to be heading down, we can't expect the next candle to break this if we're heading up. So like if I saw this like in the 15 minutes, it was flipping bullish, but if it has broken this place, I would have closed my trade because I know, okay, that trade is no more valid. We're going to be heading up. But it did not break. That was just the first 15 minutes, which that one does its thing, but I don't really care about that. I'm really concerned about the second 15 minutes. That's the last 15 minutes of the 30, and it just came back down and just kept on lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs. So that's it. There was a range. See, price ranged for a long time. It ranged. Once you see price ranging, you just stay out of it. You don't need to rush it. It's gonna break out and do its thing. Every time there's a range, just expect candles, big candles like this, because when you're holding something from like coming out, the moment it get access out, it's just gonna pour out. So that's what it just did. So like when you're in a range, just leave it. Just don't disturb yourself. If not, you're gonna lose money. You can just be ranging. I've seen this range almost all London session, like up and down, up and down. And when it came down, it was like it was massive. And when it went up, it was massive. You could go anywhere, but you need to anticipate it. I only anticipated this trade based on the hourly and the 4 hours were bearish. So I can't be taking buys when I'm just saying bearish all the way. Yep. I know this area, like I said, is gonna be like like this area because of this wick. I don't like seeing wick, but when I see like candles like this, I'm usually happy because that's clean traffic. We're just gonna be heading all the way down. I like seeing stuff like this, candles like that, all those wick areas like this. I'm not really a big fan of wick, but like I know it's gonna go, but like it's just gonna reject and bounce, but it's still gonna go your direction. We close in 8 minutes. The candle. See our price. See, but anytime you see like this is, let's say for higher time frame, once you see price close like open without a wick to the top and you're expecting price to go up, there's no buying momentum to like take this thing up because there's no wick to the top. So I'm just expecting sales. No buys. Like if there was buying, like there was buyers, I would have seen a wick to the top. But like as of now, like buyers are struggling because there's no wick to the top. Sellers just took this way down. Like it was sellers that did this. There was no momentum for buyers to take this trade up. As it's based to trade, mark out your target before you take in the trade. Mark out your target. Don't just take in the trade and start looking for take profit. Before you take your trade, find your target. Where's your take profit and where's my stop loss? Like I took that trade. Where was it? I think it was this. Where is it? I took a short here. This was originally, I think the week. Oh no, this was my stop loss, and this was my tag. What was this? Is 15. I know my trade was somewhere there, but like it was a 1-to-1. But like I was anticipating the feel of this week. But like when price got here, like look how much small my stop loss is. Look at my risk. I was only risking 10 pips to get 20 pips, 19 pips. That's not bad. I try to find a lower risk because I know the price, this candle can't break the highs of this candle. So like we're heading down. I took it aggressively because I already saw it happening already. If you've if you've gone over this pair, or if you actually following price action, you will see this has happened over and over and over, and like it always happens. You just need to, and you don't need to be scared while taking trade. If you're confident about your trade, you need to execute. If not, you're just gonna be stuck. And when you're stuck, when you're still waiting before you take trade, your risk becomes higher. So anyone wants me to check his chart or like how like a pair you want me to check out, you can just tell me the pair, then we can just talk about it, what's actually happening on that pair. Give me a sec, I'll be right back. Like I said, this for educational purposes only. Just share idea what you think about this trade or that trade or any trade you're in. Just we'll take a look at it. What the gold actually play out as. Like I said, gold came, it broke, form support, went up to form. Like I said, if I was taking it straight, it has to go from resistance to push back down, and that's what it's actually doing. As said, now it has formed resistance, so now it's pushing. Like it's closing in 3 minutes. If I want to take a trade, my trade is gonna be below this. Once this trade closes in 3 minutes, my entry is gonna be below this current candle. But like you need to know your risk, what you're risking. Like this is really high right now. That's why I go to the 15 minutes. When I saw this resistance formed, if I was going to take a gold trade, when I saw this resistance formed, my entry was going to be here because it broke out from support. It has to go from a resistance to push back down. When I saw, I was going to take my trade at this place, this at the break of this particular candle, heading back down. If I was in this trade, but if you want to take an aggressive with a big stop loss, you're just gonna wait for this candle to close, and when the candle breaks this candle, you don't expect it to break the previous high all the way down. So yeah, that's how it works. I'm not a big fan of gold. I said you said price. Now let's take a look at order trade. Let's see EJ. Oh, let's see EJ. Euro JPY. What's the news? Is there any news for Euro? Today is Tuesday, so we have the news for Euro at 2 a.m. So me, I don't really care about the news. Like news, just one thing about news, or one thing I've noticed about the market. Like the market, like if it has a direction it's going, it's even though there's news, like news is just gonna do its fake outs and stuff. But like market is always gonna go to the original direction it's supposed to go. I feel news are just for liquidity. Just grab it and just finesse people and just get out. I'm not a big fan of news. So like when there's news, it's sometimes it just goes in that normal direction. Sometimes you just get liquidity and just skyrocket. Oh, let's see. When was this? Let's see. 11. Where was 11? 12. Like you see, price was also in a range. It formed resistance. Like this Euro JPY, they kind of correlate, but like not 100%. But like price formed resistance and price ranged. Price broke. This was a range. I'm not a big fan of range. Like this was a range. I said this was a range. I'm not a big fan of range. But like you see when I said like sometimes like this is a 30 minutes price broke all the way down and see how it closed. It went back in to close in a range. But some people like when they see oh it's going down, they just go put in sell. They just execute here and it just finesses them. And look at this like look at where price went back to. Like if you have a small account and you're using aggressive lot sizes, you already blow your account. Just wait for the candle to close. See how the candle closed back in the range. But there are always high chances. It formed resistance, but there are high chances when prices form resistance, it has to go form a support. Like it was happening on GJ, it's gonna feel back this week. If I was in this trade, I would have taken this same thing. It was GJ. You see, back to this place. This was if I was in a trade, this was if I did not close that, I didn't just like the area, but like if I did not close that, I would have left the run and it would have gone for my take profit smooth and clean. Let's see how many pips was this. Let's say I was heading for like the next support. That would have been like 20 pips. That was been a clean 30 pips move. I would have cut. But I'm not after that. I'm just after what the market gives me. I just secure and just because you need to like be used to securing profit. Because sometimes some people want to wait for the whole 100 pips. Sometimes market can just do its thing. You can't force the market. You can just go in like fake people out, like just take your money and everyone like my account is blown. Forex is a scam. Forex is this. Forex is legit. You just need to be patient and you need to wait. So that's it. Stop loss below here. This was my stop loss. How to ride all the way down, and that was the trade. So like that. Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing this live stream from Monday to Friday. And get to know and talk about trading ideas and take live trades. So this is gonna be a daily routine for like the Forex bros, just for taking trades and teaching the few or the new traders and enlightening them how to take trade and how to reduce their risk. Because most people take trade, they don't even like, okay, when your trade is going the wrong direction, how do you reduce your risk? Most people don't know that. You just hit their stop loss and they lose money. I'm like, oh man, I lost my money and stuff like that. Nope, you cost it because you rush. You don't wait. You don't like you just know what you're doing. And get a target, get a trading plan, have it in front of you. It's gonna save you a lot. So now we're heading back to next support. So what I'm expecting price to do right now, I think price is gonna like I don't it's gonna we just need to wait and see what price does. In 10 minutes is closing. Let's see how the this candle closes. EJ. Let's see what he did. Feel this week if we're in a trade we have secured profit, but it is what it is. Look what the gold do. In 10 minutes, 15 minutes. This is a range. Like gold is just I think this level is a bad level of gold. This level. I'm not a big fan of gold, but Forex pairs, you need to anticipate your move. What next? Anyone have any question? Or you good with how it's working? It's like I said, price by reacting the zone and which is doing. So if I'm looking for buys, I need to see a bullish candle. Like I need to actually see a bull candle. I can't just take buy when we're on a selling region. We need to like see a buy forming, like a buy candle, a bullish candle. Then anticipate the next candle to break it. But like no, we're just in the support area. So let's see what price does. We're closing 23 minutes, that's 30 minutes. I'm not concerned. I'm not really concerned about this 15 minutes. But let's see how it plays. I'm after the next one. So we are rejecting that area. Possible rejection. If we're gonna head up, we have like 7 minutes to go. But if we're gonna head up, I'm expecting the next candle to break the high of this candle and to push back up. Because it did not break this support. So like this current support did not break it. Like look at where the candle is closing. The previous candle it closed in this part. It did not close below. So like I think there's gonna be a rejection to go up then probably fall down. But like you need to, before I take buys, I need to see this candle closing bullish, then see the next 15 minutes breaking the high of this candle to push up, to continue up. But for now, you just gotta wait. We have 7 minutes. Market's gonna pay to wait, but if you rush the market, you're just gonna pay the market your money. So you just wait and see how it plays. See how they're correlating, but like I'm after the next candle, or like we'll see what happens. GJ can just finesse you, so just wait. Fix lot size. 30 minutes closing. We still have 20 minutes to go. So the hourly is bullish, I guess. No, still bearish. So, but this is a heavy level of, like I said, as price go, just you need to be adjusting your your levels. This is resistance and support being formed now. This is support price came in rejected, so like we might be heading up back, but like I'm gonna be convinced on the next 15 minutes breaking the high of this candle, so push up. I've seen this happen. This closes bullish, then the next candle did not break this high, just kept on going down. So like after the next 15 minutes. But like we might be pushing up, you never know. 30 minutes. Because we broke the low already of this, we are the previous low, but we're still bullish. But like it's kind of forming the support, but like I'm not yet convinced. I'm gonna be convinced on the next candle. 18 pips. Okay. Just gotta wait. And 3 minutes is closing. Bullish. That's the 15. I want to see the next 15 minutes do its thing. I need to break the high and just keep going. If we're gonna go up or we're gonna push back down, because we still have 17 minutes and 30 minutes. So you just wait. Let price do its thing and just let it play. You need to have that patience to wait. Let price do its thing. In 2 minutes, see how it goes. 2 minutes. In a minute. So let's see. What's the 30 minutes doing? We're heavily rejecting this area, so like we might be heading back up. But you just have to wait. This candle can just flip and close bearish, so that's why I try to use price action and wait for candles to close. It's GG. I've seen this happen a lot of times, and it just same thing. It just fakes you out. Just you need to see a buy confirmation for you to take buys. You can't take buys when everything is still bearish or when the candle is not yet closed. Yep. I'm expecting the next candle to push up. But like I don't like how this 15 minutes is closing. It want to close like a doji, like I said, something like this. But like it's bullish though. But like sometimes we ignore this because of how it's closing. But like if it closes like doji, a doji candle, I think we'll still be heading down. But like I'm concerned about the next 15 from breaking the highs of this present 15. Since this closes bullish already, so to just keep the anticipation of going back up, which it is doing. So let's see how this kind of plays. If it breaks the high, that's going to be a big stop loss. The stop loss is going to be somewhere here, but that's huge. I like to be anticipating back to this resistance over the left, so push back up. You never know. I'm concerned about the next 15, so let's see. It hasn't broken the high yet, so we might be heading down. So just wait for price to do its thing. just wait. We have 40 minutes to go. But I think we're rejected. You assume probability. That's how trading works. Nobody's 100% right. Like, there's no trader that say it doesn't, like, people lose, but like, you need to have like the right confluence before getting to the market. The right one. 5 minutes. Support resistance. So when I take my trade, I go to the smaller time frame to like look what's actually happening. See this 5 minutes, we broke the low of this previous one. So what's happening? Well, 5 minutes is like a weaker confirmation. I don't really use 5 minutes. I just look at what's happening. I usually use 15 and 30. 5 minutes is a very weak time frame to use as a confirmation. Nah, it's a very weak one. 15 and 30, 1 hour daily and 4 hours. Yeah, like I said, it was flipping bullish before, but now look at what it's doing. The next 15 minutes candle, it's flipping bearish. So like, don't always pay mind to the first one. You're always concerned about the second 15 minutes candle. I just have to wait. I would have taken aggressive. So if some people were aggressive who doesn't really know what was happening, they just take aggressive entry. We're going on buys. You just take buys. Like, no, you need to wait and see what's happening. Like, it hasn't printed buys for me. I will only be convinced about buys only if it breaks this high. So we're gonna be heading up. But like, no, it did not. Look, we're just heading down. What has the candle be doing? Like, and this candle broke the low of this previous one. So the hourly is what? Bullish. The 30 minutes is a doji, but like we close 11 minutes, I was still bearish. Sorry, bearish. And the 15 minutes is what? Bearish. So just wait. Oh God. We have to wait and see. If it was the 30 minutes that closed bullish, let's see what's happening. I just want this to close. If it breaks the high, then yeah, we'll go with the trade. If it breaks the high, then you go with the trade. And your stop loss will just be right here because I don't know if we're going to push up, this is my stop loss. That's one present one, but like no confirmations yet, so we're not in. I'm looking for buys above. If we're gonna push up above this candle, but originally we're on a sell, we're on a bearish, movement. So like, but 30 minutes is still like 50-50, still dancing. Look at the 30, then I go to the 15 to see the actual 15 minutes, what it's doing. If we're gonna push up, I expect this candle to break this high to push up. So it hasn't done that yet, so we just wait. I already took my trade for the day and I planned it out, and who took it, like, that was a win for you too. If this flips bullish, we're gonna have a buy again, but like, not yet. You just have to wait and see how the counter plays out. So just wait and see what happens here. The- Just wait and see what happens. Barry showed the way, closing 8 minutes. What's EJ doing? Let's see. We're bearish. You see how we planned out our ideas and like take trades? You don't rush. This move was just a pre-London move. Like the actual London move hasn't happened yet. So like you can still plan ideas and just still take trades. Our next key level for us to get to will be this level. This level. Why support and resistance? Like that's a support and resistance zone. Look, price resisted this place, resist, and came here from support. Then, yeah, if price breaks this place, I know we're gonna head down, but it hasn't done that yet. So like, we just have to wait and see. So what's price doing? 15 minutes. You actually look at your 15 minutes and see what's happening. I think this bearish movement was just because of the news. I think we're gonna have a correction. So we just anticipate the move and just see. We close the 6 minutes, but let's see what's gonna happen. Breaking the highs, you can take buys, like because we already formed support here. This close bullish. This hasn't broken the low of this one, so like you're still on 50-50. So you just wait and see how it plays. But overall, the overall trade, we're still on the bearish move. So just wait. The 30 minutes is flipping bullish, but like we're having this candle I don't like. So see how it plays. We're closing at 5 minutes. GJ. You have any question, just pop your question out, then we'll be able to assist you. Don't just keep quiet. If you're on loss, like just so if you're in a drawdown, just we can find a way to like make it better for next time or how to cut losses short and like get back on. You don't have to wait for your trade to hit your stop loss. That's you need to learn in Forex, you need to learn how to work with risk management. You need to know how to manage your risk. That's a very big factor in this thing. If not, you lose money because you don't cut losses short. It's just gonna hit your stop loss. But back there when I started, I moved my stop loss a lot. I just keep on moving my stop loss, thinking, oh, price might go up, and stuff like that. At the end of the day, I end up blowing my account. So now I just noticed I've read this candle patterns, and I just noticed a lot of stuff. If we're going up, we're making high highs. I don't expect it to go break the low if we're going up. So it's just simple logic which you need to apply to your day-to-day trading to reduce your risk. We're closing in 3 minutes and we're closing bearish. So 30 minutes closing in 3 minutes and it's still closing bearish. So no confirmations for buys yet. So don't just hop in the trade and just it's a buy, it's a sell. No, no, no. Wait, let it give you like show you why it's gonna go for buys and show you why it's gonna go for sells. Like I haven't found a buy yet to like get into buys. Nope. I need to wait. Like I said, the trading is gonna pay you if you wait. Honestly, if you rush it, you're just gonna pay them your money. Pay like the big banks. You know. I never understand. I never used to understand that aspect till I was patient and just I always wait for candles to close. So let's see how it plays out. Hourly, so what's bearish? We're closing in a minute, the hourly. So we're bearish, strong bearish in the hourly. So like on that support, resistance being formed, but I haven't found support to go up. So like I'm still convinced we're still gonna push down. Let's see, feel this week. When it feels this week to the left in the hourly, though I might pull back. Once I see price breaking this week, price gonna push all the way back down. But like you need to wait before taking trade. Find your stop loss and know what you're risking before you take aggressive entry. Know your risk. That's gonna help us a little. Closing 45 seconds and we are closing. So let's see how the next candle plays out. This area is a strong level in the market too, support and resistance. Price, this candle got here and bounced back. So this candle is closing like a full candle. If you look, this candle is more healthy than this candle. Like this has a wick, this has like an actual body. So and we're closing like 14 seconds. So like I think we're heading down. What's the daily saying? Let's see the daily. The daily rejected the whole thing, pushing down. So it's ideal we find sales. Like the 4 hours is like forming support. You already formed resistance, sorry. Then it has to go retest the support at some point. Where's the support down here? But like the hourly bearish, 15 minutes bearish, 30 minutes bearish. An aggressive trade is when it breaks this low, this current low to push down. But like if you missed it, you missed it. You don't have to like be. if it breaks this low to anticipate this one. Just wait. It broke the low of this. You just have to wait and see how the trade plays out. Like always, wait for confirmations to take trade. Magic keys. Oh, so this area is a very strong support level. So price might reject this area because if you see on the hourly, price might reject this area. So, but before you take buys, you need to see on the lower time frame if it's actually giving you the setup to take buys. This level is rough. I already marked it out. So price is doing its thing. Let's go to the 15. Toodle. 30 minutes bearish. Pushing all the way down, I guess. Hourly. What's the hourly doing? Pushing down. This area is a very strong level. You need to actually see what's happening in your left hand. 5 minutes. I hope everyone is following up on the chart. Like you're actually seeing what price is actually doing. If we're heading down, you just expect price to keep making lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs. As simple as that. What's the next level? This level I marked out already on the 30 minutes. This was rejection still. This area. Resistance. You need to mark those levels before you take in your trade. It's gonna help you a lot. It's really gonna help you in your trading. Just keep pushing. Yeah, let price do its thing. What the 1 hour saying? Was still pushing. Pushing. Where we're pushing to my head to the next support. Towards the next support. Well, you need to find the levels where price actually rejects. So you take partial profit and you secure. Like here and here. These are two levels I'm gonna like. If I was in this trade, take partial profit here and let the runner just run back down here. So easy as that. You just let price do its thing. The market is really like crappy right now, so 5 minutes. It's losing 32 minutes. Let's see what happens. You need to be confident while taking trades still. Like you need to like mark out areas, take your trade, be confident and just let it run. We're gonna have a push down still. What's the 15 minutes saying? Let price do its thing. Rally all the way down. Everyone following up on what I'm doing. If you have any question on anything, just like spit it out. We'll go over everything. I'm gonna be doing this every day, so like you can keep your questions for tomorrow and you can just analyze on whatever tomorrow. So it's like that. That's easier like that. Ta-da. see like that. What's the 30 minutes doing? 30 minutes is bearish. We still have 18 minutes, and I have like we have a high chance of like we already broke this part, so I have a high chance we're gonna be heading down. So like we just let price do its thing and just anticipate move as usual. Anticipate. Olga Vegas, thank you, thank you. Whew. 30 minutes, we have 17 minutes, like the next 15 minutes about to open, so let's see. There's a big stop loss. If I hadn't taken any trade, but like next time, like with tomorrow, I'm just gonna like before I take trade and stuff, I just like try say it out and like no, I'm about taking my trade. I'm trying to be disciplined. Like when I take trade, I'm good for the day. I'm good for the day. This was another opportunity. Price close with resistance. No, it has to go from support. So like this would be my entry and stop loss over here to head all the way back down to support. So the 15 minutes is closing in 2 minutes. So let's see what price does. What the 5 minutes doing is heavily rejecting that area, but what's the hourly doing? I think we're still bearish. So have any question, just bring your question to the chat. I'm going to be doing this every Monday to Friday, 1 a.m. Eastern time. So I guess that works for everyone. So we just plan out moves and like just take trades, and that's how it goes. Like that. You only get better like that. It's gone like it's seal. I hope it doesn't close back on this level. That's why you wait for. Uh, we're bearish, so I'm anticipating this thing to just keep riding all the way down. But let's see. This level is messy. I hate wicks. I love seeing clean candles like what this did. But let's see. Close it 42 seconds. Let's see what happens. Or the next 15. Like I said, the next 15 candle is a. That's actually, you see, it came back and it came all the way down. Price, like market is closing like 8 seconds and it came back to close inside this support. We haven't broken it yet, so like there might be a push up. You never know. It might be a push up because it did not close inside. It did not close outside. It came back and closed inside. It hasn't broken this support. So like, let's see what the next 15, the next 30 minutes does. Like, we're heavily rejecting this area. So, but we're supposed to be heading down because we're still bearish. But let's see what this next 15 does. If this breaks this high, then we might be pushing up. Let's see. We still have 15 minutes to go. Let's see what the next 15 does. So we're breaking the highs. I think we did not close below this place, so I think we're gonna push up from. Let's see how it closes though. This is the 15. If it breaks the high of this should be a nice trade for upside. But like not yet. Like we're flipping bearish, we're resisting all the way down. Yeah, so like we're pushing up. Let's see what the 1 hour is saying. The 1 hour is flipping heavily, so like we might be pushing to the upside. The 15 will let us know that pretty much. We need to see a break above the previous 15 if we're actually heading up. We're flipping. The 1 hour was flipping, so like let's see, we might be pushing up to go form a new resistance to push back down, or just keep pushing up. If anyone was taking or was to take a trade, this can be like nice entry. Stop loss below previous candle. Who's taking this trade? Then anticipate the next this level again first, then this level. But this was TP1. Then yeah, I think we're gonna ride up because if you look at the hourly is what flipping bullish. Came back down, resisted this area like we said. Then look at what the 30 minutes is doing. The 30 minutes did not close below this previous support, like it closed above. So like we might be heading up. If it closed down, yeah, would have heading down. But like it did not, it closed in this range and it did not close below this support. So like it formed a new support, then we'll possibly forming a new support to push up. 30 minutes already flipped bullish. She came down, resisted this level, pushing up. Then if we go back to the 15, this is a nice trade. I didn't want to. This is your entry. This is the entry heading back to this level again. Who took this? Who is gonna take this trade? And this is gonna be a nice move up. Move up. This another trade called. How many pips is this? What's the risk to reward? This is my entry. This cool 23 pip move. So 14, 17 pip risk. So like we should be pushing. I think this is the London move about happening right now. So like we broke the high, like I said, we broke the high, so we just need to keep breaking higher high and higher lows. We just keep going. As far as within this stop loss. Let's see how it plays. What's the time? 2 o'clock, okay. 30 minutes flip bearish, but like we have 9 minutes. The 15 minutes already broke the high, so like we might be pushing up. Anyone this trade? I took an aggressive entry. Other entry I would have taken still was like when this closed bullish, I take the break of this. When this closed bullish, I take the break of this present bullish candle. But like The 30 minutes, there's a heavy resistance level. Like it actually resisted this place in the 30 minutes. Like this level, it did not close below. It closed up like on top. It didn't close below. So like I'm anticipating the move up on this trade. Rejection, rejection. It didn't close below rejection. So I'm anticipating move up. 30 minutes flip bullish again. So like who's on this trade? Like this should be a nice ride up back to this level. There is another buy called. So let's see how it plays. It closes in 8 minutes. So this was an aggressive buy. Flipping bearish. Closes in 6 minutes. If you see how the 30 minutes is closing, it's closing like a wick bearish. It's closing like a doji actually. So I'm anticipating the move up. It rejected this area. Like I said, this was a key level in the market. If this closed below this support, yeah, I would have anticipated sales, but like it closes to above and like the last this present 30 minutes is closing with a heavy rejection from the downside, so we should be pushing up. Look at the 15 minutes. Yeah, we should be pushing up. This is another. We have 5 minutes to candle close, so like let's see what happens. Candle actually needs to close, but like that was an aggressive entry I take aggressive entry sometimes. Like for when you're learning this stuff, you need to like be patient. I would have waited for the next breakout of this candle, but like you have 5 minutes. Let's see how it plays out. 5 minutes is a lot of time for a lot of stuff to happen. It's pushing back down. Like let's see 5 minutes in. Let's see how it goes. Let's say this 30. 30 is pushing to the downside. So please heavy rejection. It didn't close, but like let's see. What happens? 4 minutes. If you look how the candle is closing, there's a very heavy rejection from the downside. And why am I? I'm anticipating the buys. Like I said, this candle did not close below. It came back inside and closed inside. Like if he had broken this, yeah, we're looking for sales, but like this heavy rejection, so we're gonna push up possibly to this resistance back. Because why I clicked that particular place? Because if I look at the that range also that I drew on the 30 minutes, or is it? Oh no, the 15 minutes. Let's see. This area of support, but possibly it might get back here. But like this is the area first anticipating my first take profit, so it should be a good runner for the London push to just keep pushing it up. As said. So let's see how it plays. It's always good for you to wait for candles to close. Exhaustion of sellers on the downside, buyers are pushing it up on the 30 minutes. Let's look at the hourly. The hourly, I told you, it gives you like a higher confirmation. Look at the hourly. It's already flipped. It came all the way down and flipped. Look at the 30 minutes. Look at the 30 minutes. It's flipping bullish. Who took this trade? You should be heading all the way up. Like how many we're flying right now. I said buyers are in the market right now. So this level there's gonna be reaction for sure. So if you want to secure partial, or if you guys had magic keys, like this area right now, this area in the market is a heavy level of reaction. If you look, price came here, reacted, close top. Look at this part. So like this should be TP1. Like that's cool. If when price gets here, this should be like a cool 17 pips. That's not bad. The price should rally all the way up. That should be TP1. If I had my margin, I'm not taking trade right now, but like if I was traded, this should be my TP1 and that should be my TP2. But this place is ideal. Price needs to break this place for me to know price to get here. So you always need to look at the left and see what's actually happening. These are levels of reactions. So just wait and plan your trade and just get in. Price has been falling like forever since London opened, so like it only makes sense for like price to go do a retest to push back down or to push up. Like I said, probably this was just for the news, and if price is going in the right direction, it always has to go in this direction, and which is already pulling back up. So we should be seeing the pull to the upside. So it already formed support, and I told you anytime price forms support, there are high chances of price should go retest the resistance. So this should be a really pretty nice move up. So yeah, anyone buys, good for you. Anyone sells, it is what it is. How many pips right now? This was my entry. How many pips right now? Well, 11 pips in profit. So we keep going. It is what it is. If you took this trade, just give it a like on the like screen. Appreciate that. More of this everyday Monday to Friday. Plan out ideas and execute trades. Yep. I expect price to keep on pushing up, break this high, and just keep going. Or lower wick, then push up. 20 form support on the 30 minutes. 30 minutes is close, so like you definitely have to like push up. There's gonna be a push to the upside. That I know for sure. The support has been formed, so it really makes sense for us to go find a resistance. Price is gonna do something like this. Let's see a brush. Uh, Price gonna do something like this. Push out the way down, then a wick down. Oh, this is just this. Price gonna do a wick down to push back to the upside, but like yeah, it's what it is. Well, it's basically anticipating buy, so like we should be having a push up. So we should be pushing up. In fact, let me edit this. $30 candle. So as we go, I'm gonna be adjusting my stop loss. Like I said, this was my original stop loss, but like I'm gonna readjust it to somewhat like this one. So I don't expect price to break this low, so I just expect price to just keep going up. So like I reduce my risk. That's the same like how many pips from there to here. That's like a 9 pip move. So like it saved me. So like we're gonna be heading up. The more will go. If this one closes, I'm just gonna keep reducing and reducing my risk. So heading up. So that's my target for take profit. But after it's gonna hit the next level, then it is what it is. If you see it broke the high, so we should be pushing up to the upside. Anyone took this live trade, just leave a like on the like section, and that's how it plays. Yep, heading to take profit. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. It's gonna push up. Gonna be a push and hit my take profit level, and it is what it is. Anyone caught this buys? That's a nice move. Yep, I said just a little more pip. Like right now, if you're on this trade, you should be securing profit. That's what I do. You need to be securing profit. Just get up. So just a PP away, and it finally hit. That was my trade. That's a stress-free trading. How many pips was that? That was my entry. Got a 17 pip move. So I'm gonna put it on the screen. You see how it's skyrocketing to the next level. As said, as analyzed. So GG GG buys. Plus 17 pips. So anyone took this trade, that was a nice trade. Yeah, I should push all the way up here. So like that's what it is. For everyone who took this trade, so I'm gonna be doing this every day, Monday to Friday, same time, 1 a.m. Eastern time. So I'll see you here every time. So let's talk on how to make our trades better and how to take live trades too. bring out ideas, share out ideas, and take out some few trades. So see you guys tomorrow. And for those who secured 17 pips on the previous trade, like, that's a win for everybody. See you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thank you. See you guys tomorrow.